Okay, so let's find some files for some clips in the Internet Archive to use in a mashup. So first of all, I go to archive.org and it gets me to this page. And then I start looking for images. Now it already has some cool examples here. Curator's Choice, the Talking Magpies, that might be ideal. Or I can come up and search. And so let's search, and I'll tell you some good search terms are, cartoon and commercials. Those are good ones. But also, of course, anything like dog, monster, cat, fire, any sort of words that you think would get some interesting videos. So let's say dog. And by the way, it says all media types. Let's go to moving images, make it a little more specific. And now let's go again. All right, so now we got a video to funny dog, dog bite, black dog, dog story, etc. And so then what we can do, let's say Cisco Kid. No idea what I'm getting into here. But one of the interesting things, I think it shows a scene from the Cisco Kid probably. And one of the first important things to note is this Creative Commons thing at the bottom. So if you're trying to do this legally, which is cool if you do, I certainly do, you click and see what kind of rights I have with this video. So click on Creative Commons. And it turns out it's a public domain, which means I can use it for anything. There's no constraints. But other Creative Commons licenses will give some constraints. Often the most common one is that you have to attribute wherever you got the video. And it's also pretty common that you can't use it for commercial purposes unless you contact the author. All right, so here I find the video. First of all, of course, I can click to see what's on it, to get a little preview. And I don't want to so we get this little preview. You probably can't hear the audio because of the way I have this screen capture thing set up. And then it has the files. And so here's an MPEG-4. MPEG-4 works perfect with Premiere Pro. It works fine with, of course, something like Final Cut Pro. It also works fine with Apple's iMovie. Unfortunately, it won't work with the free Windows Media, in which case you have to find a WMV file. Okay, so that's just one example. Just to give you another one, I could go back. I could also make this a little more selective by typing and cartoon. And so I can click go. And so here we got a Bosco cartoon collection. And this looks like all kinds of cartoons involve dogs and stuff. And again, if we look down, here's a license. And this also is in the public domain, so I can use it for whatever I want. So there's a lot of cool stuff here in the Internet Archive that you can use for mashups. Just knock yourself out. For example, Night of the Living Dead, the entire movie, is on the Internet Archive, and some other old classic movies too that are in the public domain. So to get the file, I just have to right click, and since I'm in Firefox, I say Save Link As. In Safari, it says Save Linked File As. In Internet Explorer, I believe it says Save Target As, but there's always an option where you can save the file and then make sure you're careful about where you save it on your desktop. And but that's it. Then you got the file that you can work with in a video, make a mashup or something.